Okay, we're gonna remove the background from this frog. Over here in your colors, brush colors, we're gonna need a black and white, like a full black and a full white color. Those will come in handy in the end, but just make sure you have those loaded up. Okay. Oh, right, and we're gonna remove the background. So the first thing we're gonna do is make sure our layer is selected. So the layer that your animal is on. Now go up to the top where it says select. So there's a menu that says select up at the top of your screen, and then hit subject. And then Photoshop is probably gonna do a pretty good job of selecting your animal. And you can see these dotted lines are the selection, okay? But it didn't do a perfect job. And so we're gonna refine this selection. And so the next thing we do is go up to select and mask. And now I have this set up where over in the properties for the mask, in view mode, I have overlay selected. So go ahead, select that one. It's the red background one. And now over on the left, there's some brushes, and let me tell you about these. So these will add to or remove the selection that Photoshop has made. It also can allow you to refine the edge, and so we'll talk about that later. For now, I just want to add to this selection. Even if it made a perfect selection, go ahead and just practice this, see what these brushes do. So I'm just going to use the top one. It's the object selection brush. Now, there's a plus and minus. If I have it on plus, it's going to add to the selection. And then if I hit minus, it's going to remove the selection and start painting in the background. So I want to add this part back. And then there's also a way to adjust the size of the brush that you're using, depending on if it's a small area that you're trying to select, you can just go ahead and use that. And I'm just going to go around and try to get any of the parts that it missed. And there's a little part of this finger here that was way too much. Okay. And we'll just say that's good for now. And so I'm going to go ahead now and scroll down to the bottom of the properties. We're going to select way down at the bottom. It says output to, and just go ahead and choose layer mask and then hit OK. And what you should have is a frog, or well, you'll have whatever animal you picked without the background. So your animal without the background. Okay. And now I can further edit this and adjust this and clean it up by selecting the mask. And then depending on if I use black or white, it's going to either add or take away to the mask. And I'll zoom in so you can see. But now if I grab a brush, and I'm just using a 9 pixel soft brush, so the hardness is taken all the way down. Now the black is going to paint out the mask, so it's going to remove it. And again, I've got kind of a soft brush. If you wanted to, you could make that a more high pressure stroke. And now let's switch and try white. So white is going to then add to the selection. So that little like white line there, I was able to really clean that up. I'm gonna go around here where it's kind of like bulky. I think part of his finger is down here. I know I want to remove this part. Okay, and for that, I would just bring the hardness back up and just erase that. So now that's adding to the mask, okay? And so spend some time cleaning this up and making it look really nice, like a really nice selection, okay? Whenever you're done, save this file. We're gonna use it again next time. So go up to File, Save As, call it like Animal Layer Mask or something like that, something descriptive. Make sure it's going to your desktop and your animation folder, and then make sure it's a Photoshop file and hit save. Hit OK, and now it should be saved into your folder.